everybody, CarlRyds here, and welcome to episode 10 of CarlRyds Plays SimCity. In this episode, we're going to be finishing up our London city, as we move on to our next city, which is going to be Birmingham. So I'm going to be making this region into basically the UK. So as you can see here, we have London here. I'm going to put in Birmingham in the next episode, and then Manchester, Edinburgh, probably maybe another one as well. Basically, I want to finish up this part of the region with all these cities helping each other, and then I want to make this region public, and you guys can fill in the rest. So in this episode, it's basically about just tidying up the London city, making sure everything's running fine, and then in the next episode we'll be moving on to a brand new city with a brand new layout, and we'll take everything that we've learnt in this episode. So for example, I don't want to make the entire industrial area covered in wasteland from when we were getting rid of our waste at the start. So what we might do when we open up the Birmingham city is basically use some of the garbage dumps from this city in the new city, because you can share resources across cities. Also the waste management as well, so the sewage treatment plant, we can use that as well because you can sell it to neighbours. And then basically we have that available to us. So hopefully that'll make the start of the next city even better. That's the hope anyway. So for this episode, it's just about sorting things out and making sure everything's going fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all the rubble and the abandoned buildings, because there's quite a lot of them, and I don't want my city to have loads of abandoned buildings in, because we want new people to join us, and that way we'll get more taxes, more revenue, and everybody's happy then. So we'll get rid of the ones that are... So that one's gone already. So we load it up. This one can go as well. And this one here. I think that's the last one, isn't it? Just that one there. Yep, so we got rid of all the abandoned buildings and all the rubble as well. So we're having blocked up pipes. Oh, you don't want your pipes blocked, do you? You don't want that. It's bad. Right, so what's going on? So it's been really slow, isn't it? So let's see. We're at really high capacity at the moment. So if we've got any space to add another one of these in, which we have, we can add that one there, 40,000. Can I add another one in, or do I not have any space? I don't currently have any space, which is not brilliant. That connects to there. So do I actually need that bit of road? I don't. So I can get rid of that bit of road. Probably. Let's hope. Let's hope this doesn't just ruin the city now. So get rid of that. And if we go into here, we should be able to put in another one just there, which we can. So that's really great. I remember in the last episode we added in our emergency services down here, and we upgraded all these roads. You can see the industrial district has got some really nice big buildings on it now. So that's really cool as well. What are we saying about this area? The trading game is fun. We could build a trading headquarters and get real deep into the markets. Now, a trading headquarters would be really good, but we don't have really the space in this map. So I might do that in the next city. This is what's really great about having a region, is you can open up many cities who all specialise in different things. What I would like to add in this city, however, is a bit more greenery. Because as you can see on your screen, there is a few green areas, but they're all really concentrated down here. There's not really up here. So I want to add in some like playgrounds and things like that. Even if it means that we lose some houses, it's going to be really good for our people. So down here, I could add in, what have we got? Barbecue pit, that'd be nice. Nice barbecue pit there. I could add in a swing playground just over here. And maybe a, what's that? A rides playground, that'd be kind of cool. Like that. So they got more stuff to play with there as well. As for actual greenery itself, I like these long ones here, but it's just where we can actually put them is the issue most of the time, is you can't really put them anywhere. Put one down there. We already have one there. One behind there. And one behind there as well, just to offset the parking areas there and to make it all look a little bit greener. And why not add in a nice little fountain as well, wherever we're going to be able to put that. Let's have a look. So put a fountain on this intersection here, and then people can look at the nice fountain as they drive past. We do need some more park and rides, so I'm just going to add another one of those in here, because we do need them. They're getting people out of their cars, getting them onto public transport, which is something we've done really well at here on CarlRyds Plays SimCity. Lots of greenery and lots of ways for our Sims to get out of their cars and onto public transport, so that's really great as well. We've got good fire service, we've got good police, we've got good medical services. So we have our streetcars, we have our government, we have our grade school, our public library, and we're losing money every hour. I didn't even notice that. We're losing money. Maybe a little bit of tax increases is on the cards. So we built them a nice city, so now it's time they paid a little bit more tax on there. So low earners pay 10% tax, medium earners pay 11% tax, and high earners pay 12% tax. As you can see here, we're buying coal, but we're selling plastics and we're selling metals as well. So the metals and plastics that we're selling from our Sims, as they give it to us as their government, as part of refuge collections, we're then selling those plastics and those metals on, and we're using some of that money to buy coal with, to power the coal power plant that we had to put in the last episode, after the wind power just wasn't really cutting it. And the solar panel does really well, but it's not that great really. What I do want to do is bob in a casino. I know, it's in specializations. We've already got some of the trading stuff in specializations. We haven't got any drilling or anything like that, or electronics, or culture. But what I want to do is just put in a little gambling hall, just for people who want to. You know, to allow them to do that if they wish to. Now, the only issue with that is where to actually put it. I don't want to put it next to the schools, because that's a little bit... yeah, that's a little bit weird. So what if we put it... we get rid of that park and ride. Because we've got loads of park and rides up here. So we get rid of the park and ride. Can I then put in a gambling hall there? Can I do that? I can, but it's also blocking some of the expansion, which isn't a major issue if I put it there. So I don't want this thing to be completely massive. But yeah, hopefully this is going to help our city become yeah, a little place that you can just go and have a nice time and have some fun. So we're going to put some rooms in, we're going to put a nice room in, we'll put our chaps room in, and now we've got to see which one we want to add down here. So, we've got comedy club. We've got a lounge. We've got blackjack tables. Or we have the nickel slots. And everyone loves a nice nickel slot, don't they? So we're probably going to add that in just about there. And I don't think there's anything else we can add. Oh, we can add another chat room on top. But we've now reached the limit of what we can add on there. And it's a nice little area, that. Nice little place. It's closed and it's now hiring. So if we speed up the city, we'll be able to see. Hopefully it'll start making a profit, or else I'm going to look really stupid. So if we go down here, and there's a bus stop right outside, which is really nice. And all these areas are now available. Here we go. Welcome to the new Gambling Hall Casinos. It's a casino, tourist attraction, shoppers, and sometimes criminals. But we do have a great police force that are literally not that far away, are they? The police force, I don't think. There's one over there, and there's one over there as well. So I think we'll be okay with crime. Obviously, it's easy for the guys to get to. And what I might do is adding a road that goes onto the main road there. I might curve it as well. There we go. Like that. So we've got a nice road onto there as well. That road is now chocker. This is, I can see this road becoming a little bit of a bottleneck. Which is not great, but there we go. So I can do that. And then if I make that a residential area, we've got a little bit more space for people to live in as well, which I'm always a big fan of. So they can have their homes on there. And yeah, I think everybody's happy, except now these roads are absolutely chocker. I don't know, there's something about SimCity. It doesn't handle traffic particularly well. I think City Skylines is actually better at handling than SimCity is, but I'm going to move all these roads to high density. So there we go, guys. Every single road in this area has now been upgraded from medium density to high density, and some of them are even on low density, which is not good. But as you can see, and I hope you saw during that little sped up video, that all these buildings are now being upgraded, and I've missed one there, I've just realised. But all these buildings are now being upgraded because the high density roads means the small building blocks can now be made into skyscrapers and can hold more Sims, and that will hopefully help our residential demand. So I just want to go through now and get rid of any abandoned buildings and rubble that has happened during the time I was doing that. So I've got a few building fires. I do see that the fire service is now in red, which means there's issues with the fire service at the moment. So hopefully, though, we should be able to solve that pretty easily. It's probably fire service is slow, and probably just needs some more. Oh my days! Did you all hear that as well? What happened there? Was that like a natural? Was that a natural disaster, or was that just me getting too close to these buildings? I'm not incredibly sure what happened there. Not entirely sure. Oh, disaster, yeah. Caused disaster. So I think we had like a little disaster happened there, where like a little earthquake or something. That was weird. How come I don't get a pop-up from like someone from the government telling me about this? I worked this out myself. Okay, so I think that's all the abandoned buildings that have now been sorted out. I bet this fire service is about being slow. Yeah. So there's fires, but we do have a lot of fire service. You have fire service there, and you have another one somewhere down here. You have another one in the industrial district as well. I believe is over in this direction. Yeah. So, you know, there's quite a lot already, fire service wise, you know. It's not like I'm skimping on the fire service, but we'll put in one more. And now fire coverage for neighbours is available. It should be really good in the next episode when we, you know, when we have the unpowered buildings. Well, that's not good. Where's my power plant? Well, there's that one. Okay. I've reached the limit of what I can do with coal. So see, I can't even put like in a few wind power plants. I can put like loads in. Oh, I've got like little Nissan Leaf charging stations for the cars. That's pretty cool. Put a few of them in. So it's these over here. So they're starting to be powered now by the solar power plant, which is really good. Happy about that. Still a little bit weird. That we had those issues. But hopefully that's been sorted out now. Let's put some of these Nissan Leaf car charging stations in our city. Make us a bit green. So bob one. I'm gonna bob them in the kind of around this circle because, you know, that's where people are mostly gonna be charging their cars, is in the middle of town. And then we could do with, so we've got two in the middle of town. We put one in maybe each of the corners, maybe? That might be a cool way to do it. Just so this can spread around. So we put one just down here, just behind the mayor's house. And we'll put another one over on this side somewhere. Find a nice area for it to go. It's down there. And I believe I have one more. See, the main problem with the fire service being slow and the emergency services being slow is traffic, basically. And the issue with that is it's kind of out of my control because it's the way SimCity manages traffic, and I have no control over the way SimCity manages traffic. So, you know. Alright, so they're all in now, that's really cool. Alright, so in the next episode, we'll be making a brand new city in the CarlRyds region, and that will be the Birmingham City. But until then, thank you very much for watching. This has been episode 10 of CarlRyds Plays SimCity, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye!